Okay, welcome to this section on vector components where we are adding two vectors together. There's a bit of a process here. So the first part is always to draw a diagram. So if you've got two vectors, remember to put the tails at the origin. And then what you need to do is to resolve each one in the x and y components. So we did that in the previous video. And then you add the x components together and the y components together. And then we use Pythagoras theorem to calculate the magnitude using x and y components. And then we can use our trig ratio to calculate the angle. Remember to do it according to the standard angle to the x-axis, so that should help. So here's an example. So we're going to add these two vectors together, vector A and vector B, and they've been given in terms of an angle and their magnitude. So once again, draw a picture. That's what I've done here. And then what we've got to do is find the components of each vector. So let's do the x components of each vector first. So remember to use our calculators. Remember to have it in degrees. So I'm just writing it to full decimal places here. It's up to you how you do it, as long as the method is correct. Okay, so I've worked out the x component for each one. Now I'm just going to add these together. So that's the combined x component for both vectors. Now I do the same thing again, but with the y, find the y component of each vector. Okay, make sure your calculator's in radians. Make sure you've got the right angle for the right vector. Now add these together. Okay, there we are. So we've got the combined x component and y component. Now what we want to do is use Pythagoras theorem to calculate the magnitude of the vector and then find its direction using our trig. So here's Pythagoras theorem here. Square root of the x component plus the y component. Here I'll just round it the numbers here. Okay, use your calculator to write it down. Yeah, when I calculate the answer here, I've used the answer I got from the previous page. Now calculate the angle. Now remember, this angle is to the x-axis. Okay, standard angle. So whenever you go the y over the x, it will be to the x-axis. So 34 degrees. Remember to have your calculator in degrees. So let's just answer the question now. Here in rectangular form, there's our answer, and in magnitude and direction, it's got a magnitude of 62.7 at an angle of 34 in standard angle.